Good morning, students. You learn the story The Lost Spring. We have seen in the previous paragraphs the writer Anis Chung met a boy named Sahib Alam. He and his family live in Simapuri. They are rag pickers. The story continues. The writer wants to tell us the pitiable condition of the poor rag pickers. They have lived here for more than 30 years without an identity, without permits, but with ration cards that get their names on voters' lists and enable them to buy grain. Food is more important for survival than an identity. If at the end of the day we can feed our families and go to bed without an aching stomach, we would rather live here than in the fields that gave us no grain. Say, a group of women in tattered saris when I asked them why they left their beautiful land of green fields and rivers. Not the meaning. Permits, legal documents. Tattered means torn. So, the writer wants to tell the rag pickers has been living illegally in Simapuri for the last 30 years. They have occupied the area without government permission or ownership. They do not own the land which they live now. As usual, the politicians of the area have provided them ration cards and voters' identity cards. Two things, ration cards and voters' identity cards. These people in Simapuri, they get grocery from their family. They get grocery for their family through these ration cards, and in return, they cast their votes in favor of the politicians who had helped them. In return, they have to cast votes because these politicians help them to get ration card. The writer asks a group of women once who are wearing torn saris that why do they leave their homes in Dhaka? They all are migrated to Simapuri from Dhaka, and the writer wants to know that why they left their place. The reply that if they are able to satisfy the hunger of their families and sleep well at night, to satisfy the hunger of their families and sleep well at night, they are happier to live in Simapuri than their fields in Dhaka, which were ruined and gave them no food. The fields which they own in Dhaka that did not give them food and proper sleep. That is why they all left the place and migrated to Simapuri. Here they are doing the rag picking. Next paragraph. Wherever they find food, they pitch their tents that becomes transit homes. Children grow up in them, becoming partners in survival. And survival in Simapuri means rag picking. Through the years, it has acquired the preparations of a fine art. Garbage to them is gold. It is their daily bread, a roof over their heads, even if it is a leaking roof, but for a child it is even more. Transit homes means a temporary home. Again, writer tells us that these people travel in search of food from one place to another, and wherever they find food, they set up temporary homes and start living there that are not permanent. Their children keep on growing there, and gradually they also start helping their parents in seeking means of survival. For those who live in Simapuri, the means of survival is rag picking, as they have been doing it for many years. They became train at rag picking and do it well. Some of them call it a fine arts. How an artist draw a picture. The same way, these people they find something in the garbages. For the rag pickers, the garbage is as precious as gold. These families search the garbage dumps and get things which they sell to find their food. And sometimes they gather torn or damaged sheets which they are using to cover the roof of their homes. They do not get other materials. They use the materials which are collected from the garbages and make their homes. These tarpaulins or the sheets that do not cover them well but still provide them with some protection. Sometimes it leaks, it may not cover it properly, but it saves them partially. For the children, the garbage dumps are more than a means of survival. They get many other things from these garbage dumps. Sometimes toys, sometimes coins, sometimes other things. Thank you.